Well, it's August and it's raining. One of my friends is interested in one of the frozen up peas I have in my scooter graveyard. So I'm actually running over there to do a little shuffle. I thought I might try to get it out today and bring it home, but the weather is not cooperating. So I'm actually just going over to see if I can shuffle some scooters around, get it out, and just get a quick visual inspection, see what parts are missing, take a look at a few things, maybe kind of get an idea of what I'm going to need to get for it right out of the gate. But I think we can get this one going and get it back on the road. Well, 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 would you look at that? They sort of paved the street. Kind of. Alright. So, we're going after that guy. There's definitely a lot of some kind of poop on the floor. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, it's hot. Well, it's another day, and I'm headed back to storage. There are 2 hurricanes headed our way. So I'm kind of in storm prep mode. I'm not terribly worried about it. They're gonna be category 1s when they make landfall, and will most likely be tropical storms by the time they get into the city. I'm grabbing a bunch of my yard junk and I'm gonna bring it over to storage, and while I'm there I'm gonna grab that scooter. I did pull the numbers off that scooter, the frame and the engine, and looked it up, and it's a 79 P125. This had a fuel sending unit on it, so I can see into the tank, and it's full of goo. Let's see what this carburetor looks like. I have no idea when this thing last ran, but I'm sure that it has been a really long time. But the motor's not stuck, so that's a good sign. It's got a Bajaj air filter. Pretty sure this is not the original carburetor. I'm replacing all these anyway. All in all, not bad. Cool. Buddy right there. Yeah, not too bad. Somebody's definitely messed around in here a little bit. She's not completely unmolested. All right, we got the engine out. There's our carburetor and air box. Still have a lot more to dismantle on the frame, but that's for later. Now we're going to get to work on tearing this guy down. Look at that. It's a brand new spark plug in there. I bet I'm going to crack this motor open and it is going to look fine on the inside. Yeah, this top end looks great. This is certainly not the worst, not even close. This is actually really in really nice shape. Wow. Super clean. Look at that. That is super clean. I mean, this side not so much, but inside that looks fantastic. This is looking pretty good. Little score right there, but otherwise looks pretty good. So I think once I pull it apart, the inside's going to look great. I'm going to get new seals and gaskets and a new shift cross. But today I'm kind of done, so I'm going to restart this project another day. Right. Hello. That looks pretty good. There's some scorching here. Well, that shift cross is pretty wore out. To be expected. Although, just like I thought, everything else looks pretty good. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, this seal's pushed in way too far too. There we go. It's the next day, and I'm back in here working on things. So if you notice, might be a little hard to tell here, the seal's pushed down past this ridge right here. So that is pushed in way too far. And what happened is, you can see all this black stuff here. There's a little port right here that fuel and oil will spit into to get on the other side of the bearing. Basically, this seal was obstructing it, so causing that to heat up. Let's see if I can. There's the other side of that little hole. So that seal was pushed, completely covering this, not allowing any lubrication to this side of the bearing. But that's not the only interesting thing I found. I was having a look at the headset, and I'm not quite ready to start tearing down the body, but then I noticed something kind of strange. It appeared that the steel tube of the throttle, this is already seized up, like it didn't move. And so I was kind of messing with it. I squirted lubrication in a couple spots, and I thought, oh, that's kind of strange, that it's almost like the grip is too long. And so I cut the grip off and pulled the top of the headset off, and then I saw this and thought, oh, well, that's pretty weird. So I'm guessing this thing fell over and it just jammed this guy up in here. So I'm gonna have a little bit of work getting this out. That's not the interesting thing I found. The interesting thing I found is this bullshit right here. Look at that. Like, what's going on with that? Who thought that was a good idea? They just kind of jammed these wires into this plug, and I mean, it's not even like soldered. They didn't bother to use connectors. It's just kind of stuck on there. So I don't know what kind of bodgery this thing's gone through, but it's certainly had some strange hands working on it. This is still pretty baffling to me. I mean, they just took, whoever did this, just took lamp cord, shoved it into this socket, and then just tied it onto here, and didn't really do that good of a job either. Hey, that was easier than I thought. Oh, there it is. Engine's back together, or at least we get the case halves back together, and we are ready for final assembly. I still have to rebuild the clutch, clean the carburetor, and get the top end prepped, get our stator on, but we're in a really good place. I've almost got the body torn down, got pretty much everything ripped out, minus a few little things. We're gonna go a little bit farther than you see here. One thing we're gonna do is not paint the body. We are, however, going to kind of treat some of this rust, and we're gonna try out a method I haven't tried before, see how it looks, but we're gonna kind of go for more of a rat rod look. One good thing is we've got parts, lots and lots of parts. The bulbs, there's, I don't know what's in there. A new CDI, a new wiring harness, cables, suspension, a new headlight, fuel line, all kinds of great stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this episode so far. Part 2 will be us hopefully finishing the assembly on this and taking her for a ride. Thanks again. I hope you enjoy it. Like and subscribe, all that stuff.